Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. This one, it's tough to watch.
Meat.
Okay, today's challenge, can we watch this video without puking?
All right, here, I have an idea.
That's our challenge.
If you guys make it to the end of this video without puking, I want you to go in the comments below and just type, I did it. I just want you to comment, I did it, okay? Once you watch this whole video, because it's gonna be a challenge for all of us.
Yeah, type, I did it, meat can't beat me.
I only eat raw meat diet. That is what we're gonna watch. A man who only eats raw meat.
I don't beat meat. Just type that. Put that in the comments.
I only beat meat. All right.
I only beat meat.
All right. Let's go. Let's do it. All right.
Yes.
For the past 2
Oh,
years,
wow.
I've been eating raw meat, raw animal products.
Ew.
And I have never felt better. I eat anywhere from half a pound to maybe 2 pounds of meat in a day if I'm eating meat that day. Sometimes I just live on eggs, raw milk, and honey, honestly.
So this is like the antithesis, the opposite, the exact opposite of being vegan, right?
Yeah.
Like you only consume things that come from animals. That's it.
This is vegans' enemy. This is the enemy of vegans.
Yeah. This is the arch nemesis of all vegans.
Yes.
I've always been interested in diet because I've had health issues.
Oh, God.
Just throws in kidneys.
Ew. They look so gross.
Yep, just tossing some kidneys with that raw mess of mush.
With eczema and joint pains, things everybody experiences. And through my research and experimentation, I haven't found anything that works quite as good as a raw diet.
Ugh.
Oh.
He just made like a meat shake. Like
And
if you're
raw
gonna
egg.
eat
And raw egg. Oh, God.
That is so disgusting.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, does he blend it up because he can't stomach actually eating the organs itself? He has to make it into a shake. Maybe that's saying something, you know? If you can't stomach the actual organ, like just by eating it raw, then maybe there's a reason for that.
Okay.
Great stuff.
Wow. So gross.
I'm already nauseous.
Hi there, my name's Chris, and I eat raw meat. I eat raw meat because I think that's what humans are supposed to eat. That is part of the natural human diet.
How?
That doesn't make any sense.
Who told you
if you're
that?
like if you're going back to like the hunter-gatherer stage, where like that's like the argument where a bunch of meat eaters say like, oh, we need meat because get whatever we could. We used to kill animals and whatever.
Do people not
like,
realize that like humans just got more intelligent? We ate raw meat back then because we didn't know any better. Because we didn't have the means of cooking it or know how.
Yeah, you cook meat to get rid of like bacteria that can cause issues. There are actual scientific like studies that have been found that meat causes cancer. I mean, if you eat like nothing but like red meats, mostly red meats anyway. Obviously, you can eat it in small amounts, you'll be fine. But like this guy's only eating meat, dude. That's so that's like smoking cigarettes, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, obviously I'm not a dietitian and I don't know like the benefits of eating raw meat. If you know a lot about this kind of thing, if you went to school for it or whatever, yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of this, because obviously it's disgusting.
I do not foresee this being good for you, but I don't know.
I know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
So today, I'm headed out to my dairy farmer to pick up some whole raw A2 milk that is produced from Guernsey cows.
Dude, he's sucking straight from the udder, dude.
Finest cows in the world. They have more beta carotene in their milk than, say, Jersey cows. So,
dude, see, like, look at his skin. He looks green. Is it just me? Like, I don't know.
System. You come in here, you get your milk.
Does he drink only milk?
Well, I guess he drinks unpasteurized milk. Isn't that illegal? Like to sell unpasteurized milk?
It's $10 a gallon. I really love drinking the whole raw milk because it provides unparalleled nutritional benefits in terms of vitamins and nutrients.
He doesn't even drink water. He just drinks
many
milk.
live enzymes and bacteria in the whole milk that are good for people as well. And it's an A2 strain. so it's a lot easier for people to digest. And I drink anywhere from 1/3 of a gallon to 1/2 of a gallon every day.
Oh my, jeez.
After we stopped and got...
You know what's crazy? Like, milk, it's made for babies, you know? Like, babies are supposed to drink milk so they can, you know, grow when they can't eat, like, nutritional food or whatever. To be drinking that much of it, though?
Yeah, that's like 1/2 a gallon a day, bro. I could barely even drink a glass. Oh, like every other day. I don't even drink that much. Like, I just put milk in stuff. I don't...
As a lactose intolerant person, it makes my stomach churn watching it. I think there's a reason why there's so many people who are allergic to this stuff. I don't know. Maybe not.
To a local butcher where they have high quality, local pastured meat available. I'm gonna pick up some ground beef and I'm gonna make some steak tartare along with a few other things today.
I mean, at least steak tartare is like a normalized raw meat.
I make sure that the animals I buy are organic, that they are non-medicated, they're not fed hormones, they should be on pasture, they're not cooped up in some stalls being force-fed GMO grain and you know, hormones and all that other stuff. The meat I buy does not have any of that. So if you're looking to eat raw meat, you want to find those sources which are organic, pastured, and local. Just the ground beef.
I agree with that. Like, I agree with what he's saying.
I mean, at least
but
he's being somewhat...
for sure?
Like, the only credit I'll give the guy is at least he's just not willy-nilly just grabbing random meats and eating it. At least he's trying to be as safe as possible. Sure, it's stupid. I mean, at least he's trying. I don't know. I'm trying to give him something.
It is good that he's trying to support these companies that aren't abusing the animals, but I don't know. I think it's really hard to know for sure if these animals aren't, you know, being cooped up or whatever. Because...
Well, yeah, I mean... companies can obviously just lie about that, but
yeah, they do it all the time.
Yeah,
you know? The FDA is so easy to bypass.
I found a very easy and convenient way to eat some of the organ meats I like to eat is to blenderize them. So I'm gonna make one of my
blenderize
here. This is
that a thing?
Shake.
Yeah,
got some
blenderize.
Fresh lamb liver.
I guess it's tenderizing and blending at the same time.
And,
that doesn't make any sense.
Here. And we're gonna start off by blenderizing the meats.
Just call it blending. What?
I know.
I'm pretty sure it's past tenderizing.
And the red stuff is actually hemoglobin. It's not blood, technically. It's just from the liver. Juices from the liver.
Liver juices.
Eating raw meat has many benefits. Yes. Firstly, when you expose meat to heat, the cooking temperatures that we're all accustomed to, it degrades and denurtures the meat.
What?
Oh, okay.
One of the other main points.
It degrades and denurtures the meat
when you cook.
I don't want to eat denurtured meat. Oh no.
It degrades and denurtures my meat? Shit.
What have I been doing, dude?
That's the last time I'm having uncooked
melting
meat.
Your mouth like the raw fats. And honestly, as I'm sure many people know and can relate, eating those gristly cooked fats is not very comfortable for your stomach. Throughout my almost 2 years.
And eating raw eggs and raw meat is good for your stomach? So he's saying that eating raw meat would hurt your stomach less than eating cooked meat. I'm finding that hard to believe.
Yeah, that can't be true. I think eating like small amounts of raw meat is probably okay, but like it's just like anything else. If it's all you eat, you're gonna be missing some sort of key nutrients, you know? Like he's fucking himself. You can't have a full diet of just animal products. I have never had
a problem eating massive quantities of raw fat. So it just got stuck in the blades, so we're gonna just...
Oh!
That is gross.
Oh, that's nasty.
Relocate that. Continue blending. I find that I need less sleep when I take blenderized or minced meats because it saves my body energy because I don't have to work as hard to digest it, and I'm getting...
that makes no sense. What? You can sleep less because it saves your body energy? That's not how sleep works. What? Oh my God. All right, you know, that just completely ruined it for me. Like, at first, it's like, okay, maybe he might know a little bit what he's talking about, but after that, yeah, fuck off. No, he's an idiot. What?
He must be single. Do you think? Imagine dating someone who has a diet like this. Oh my god, it's so gross.
But like,
So
just
gross.
imagine how he smells, like his breath.
Oh my god, ew.
Raw eggs, raw meat. Oh, delicious.
Imagine opening his fridge and it's just nothing but death.
just
filled with-
blood and everywhere.
Complete whole nutrition through raw foods. It's got nice consistency, similar to like a thick chocolate milk.
Dude, like even he, like, look, he looks so uncomfortable when he's eating it. Like he's like trying to convince himself that it's good.
Sweet, creamy taste because of the milk, the honey, and the eggs. Really does a good job masking what you may think is like the unpleasant organ taste or whatever. The texture of the organs is gone. Obviously, it's blenderized. But this is a great way to get your meat and your organs, especially if you have a hard time just eating them on their own. So this is
he's like almost
easy way for me to
shaking
eat it.
from it.
And I can get the milk and the eggs with everything too. So as you'll see today, I'm going to eat some fermented liver, which is basically just rotten liver that's been sitting in a jar for a couple months.
No. Okay,
What?
See, at least he was just eating raw meat. Now he's gonna eat rotten, fermented raw meat? What is... Oh, just pick the most disgusting things in the world and just shove them in his mouth. That's all he's doing. And he's just say it's good for you.
Is this guy treating meat like wine?
Pretty
I'm
much.
so confused. What? That is so gross. It looks like a jar of shit.
Yeah.
Like you
It is.
you just pooped in a jar and you're about to eat the
Like,
poop.
okay, everyone think about this. He's eating a rotting corpse. That's literally what he's eating.
Yeah, it literally is what he's doing.
A rotting cow carcass is what he's eating.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Animals, like wild animals, don't even do that shit.
No, because you're not stupid.
Oh my god. What?
All right, so this is the
He has multiple.
fermented liver, otherwise known as high meat. It's very easy to make. All you need is a clean jar and about, half a pound to a pound of fresh liver or any other meat you would like to use. However, liver is the most palatable that there is. And what you do is you chop the meat up finely in 1-inch cubes or so, and then you fill it up about halfway, leaving another half room in the jar for air. And every 3 to 4 days, you're going to want to take your jars outside,
Oh,
and
I
then you
can't
just
imagine the
simply air
smell.
them out.
Oh,
So that's what it looks like. When you eat high meat,
god.
You're ingesting a lot of bacteria, a lot of good bacteria for your body. And when it gets to your stomach, all those bacteria mingle and coalesce, and they release serotonin and dopamine into your body, creating a high.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's just talking out of his ass at this point.
He's just making this shit up.
He-
I mean, there might be some sort of chemical compounds that are released in your system from like rotting meat that gets you high, but it's not good.
Is
for you.
it worth it?
It's really fucking gross.
I get some good dopamine from a good cooked steak as well. Like, it feels pretty good eating a good steak.
This guy, he must be a perma-virgin. There's no way a woman is going into this guy's house and they're like, hell yeah, I love all the rotting meat you have.
Oh yeah,
outside
sorry,
in
babe.
jars."
Give me a second. I gotta go air out my fermented liver.
Sense, which is why the fermented meats, such as the fermented liver, have gained this nickname high meat. It has a smell similar to like Parmesan cheese, or no, I'm sorry. It tastes rather like Parmesan cheese, but it smells kind of like cherries, like a cherry wine or something. So that's kind of...
You're
God.
telling me fermented liver smells like a nice cherry wine?
That's so disgusting. I'm gonna vomit. This is so gross.
I told you I
dude.
didn't want to watch this video. I told you. It's fucking awful.
I can't. Like, can you imagine anything worse?
For that. So here's a piece.
I can't watch.
This is about 2 months old.
That is so disgusting. It looks like poop on a fork. Ew!
One of my favorite absolute things to eat
How is he not
is
gagging?
lamb heart. I particularly enjoy lamb heart because it's a healthy cut of meat. It's very nutritious. It's also very
This guy would
flavorful.
like
Look, just look at that. Are we watching Case cooking?
Dude, Hannibal Lecter would think this guy's diet is disgusting.
Yeah.
Flavorful compared to some other hearts such as beef, and it's more tender as well, which I enjoy. All right, so
He just eats a heart like he ripped it out of a lamb. He's just gonna eat it.
So
Just
I've
like-
got some lamb heart here.
just like
This is
yoinked it out of a
probably one
lamb.
my favorite types of organs to eat because you get the nutritional benefits from the heart, but the lamb heart is a little more tender, and it's not as dull as say beef heart. It's also a lot smaller. I've also got some steak tartare here. This is some freshly ground.
It's just
It's literally just eat like the ground beef you get at Walmart, slapped on a plate, dropped an egg on it. Steak tartare.
that's my meal. I mean, granted, there is one benefit, I will say. If there's ever like an apocalypse and you have to survive in the wild, this guy could just run out there with like a gun and shoot an animal and just start eating, you know?
And just ferment. Like he would eat dead corpses that are like months old.
Yeah,
It's fermented.
and the animal that he didn't eat, he'd just shove in a jar and just eat it later.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's kind of set for the apocalypse.
Raw egg
True.
on top. And then we also have some raw pork here, some fresh ground raw pork. And I like to eat that with some of that fresh horseradish we just made. And then, of course, I have some milk to wash.
All of that with a nice, fresh glass of milk to wash it down. Now that looks like a meal.
I love my death with cow pus. It tastes so good. I love how he has another glass of just like ground up.
Yeah,
extra
he's
meat
got to have
on
his
the
little
side.
smoothie. It's a smoothie. It's his dessert, you know?
His dessert of just meat
Wash
and
everything
honey.
down.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. No,
Weed.
no, no, no.
Let me just
A lot
bite
of people
into a
in
heart.
today's society are put off of how I eat. It's seen as very weird and barbaric.
I wonder why.
Probably, but it's a natural human diet.
Dude, he looks uncomfortable eating it.
Humans
I
are
know.
designed to eat raw meat. I know through my experience of eating raw meat for 2 years, as well as talking to dozens of other people who have a similar raw meat diet, that the health benefits and the good feeling that comes from having a clean raw diet far outweigh the temporal niceties of eating cooked food, of those flavors.
No, it doesn't.
Can someone who's watching that knows about nutrition and all this stuff, and actually knows, not someone who just Googles it, can you please tell us if like the detriments of a diet like this? Because it must not be healthy. There must be something.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there is benefits. There's always benefits to doing something like this. You know, there's benefits to some extent, but I'm pretty sure it does not outweigh the cons.
And things. And if you can see here, I'm using my human teeth, which are perfectly capable for cutting raw meat.
Yeah, you know, like back in when we were primates, you know, like, you know, back when we didn't have language and we weren't smart and we used rocks to hit each other. But the problem is we got smart, we grew up, we learned. This is the epitome of return to monkey.
Not even. Like monkeys have a diet of like nuts and
Actually,
berries
yeah, you're right.
and-
Actually, monkeys are smarter than this. Who am I kidding? This is return to one-celled organism.
Stupid.
So, you know, here I'll take a bite, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bite away this lean meat right here and separate it from the skin.
Why are you? Why do you like plan your attack on your meat? What? All right, guys, right here, you see on this burger, I'm gonna eat right in this part. Make sure I get a pickle in my mouth with the lettuce on it as well. Just make sure I get all of that in there, you know, just so I can separate that from the burger.
See, it rips it right off the skin there.
Yeah.
Chew meat
Nice.
just fine. I get a lot of comments about why aren't you sick? aren't you going to get salmonella? Aren't you going to get worms and parasites? Look, I eat salmonella every day, and I'm fine. The problem with pathogens,
your body has just gotten used to it.
Yeah. That pathogens are only responsible for the environments in which and on which they feed. So if bacteria or pathogens are in a toxic environment, they are feeding off of toxicity, and sourcing your food is the most important part, and that's really where you mitigate your risk and how ill you may become. Because
so he basically says, yes, I get salmonella all the time.
It just doesn't affect him because his body has built up a resistance to it.
You're eating toxic, unhealthy animals, it's gonna make you sick. And it really doesn't matter if you're still cooking those toxic, unhealthy animals, because you're still eating unhealthy animals. So I mix up the egg with the beef. Pretty good.
I hate this.
Steak tartare is another one of my favorite dishes to eat. It is minced or ground pork combined with a raw egg and mixed together. That's a very pleasing combination, kind of a old world steak and eggs, if you will. And one of my other favorite foods currently that I crave is raw pork. The reason is because the raw pork has a very distinct taste and flavor. It's very succulent and rich. The fat is also unique in that it has a nice
the entire
flavor
thing.
profile as opposed to beef or lamb. It's got a little more depth to it. So if I had to choose right now, I would probably say I prefer raw pork as opposed to raw beef. Sometimes after eating a big meal, there's leftovers. And a great way to get rid of those is to reward the dogs with a nice treat. I didn't eat all the heart,
good. So
I'm eating a lot.
Great.
He has living meals.
So I'm just going to give the rest of the dogs here. It's very good. Dogs' natural diet is raw meat. Likewise with cats. And sit. And if you want to learn more about that, there's the Pottinger cat study. That's a very comprehensive study about the diet of animals, different control groups of cats that were fed raw meat and raw milk.
Yeah, you mean before dogs and cats were domesticated? Is that what he's talking about? A study that was done before dogs and cats were bred to be domesticated?
Oh my god. At least this guy has like 3, or does he have 3 dogs? 3 big meals just in case like something terrible happens in the world and he has no food left. He can just kill and eat his dogs like right there. No need for a fire, you know, just eat their guts and brains and, you know.
Oh my gosh. It's so hilarious because all of it, like, yeah, the study was done that you know, back millions of years ago. We used to eat raw meat. Not millions, but you know what I mean. A long time ago, we used to eat raw meat. You know, back when slavery was a thing, we thought that was good.
Well, people still do. I think eating meat in general is wrong, but if you're gonna eat raw meat, just do it in small quantities, like whether it be sushi or... I'm not a nutritionist, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to not overstate my my knowledge because obviously I don't know much. But I always hate when people do this whole shit like, oh, thousands and thousands of years ago, we used to do this, so we have to do it now. Like that just doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense ever. I hate when anyone does that.
The best part is that there's so many studies out there that like the best diet for a person is like mostly vegetables and fruits and maybe a little bit of meat, you know?
Yeah.
Like that is like the best diet for a human. So it's just weird that he's like going against that and he has nothing of like great nutritional value, like no reds or greens, or I mean he has reds but in a different way.
Yeah. He has very reds. Very red. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't recommend eating raw meat. That's all I'll say about this one.
It's just so gross and unsanitary and like very barbaric and animalistic.
Yeah, but that's what we should do. We should go back to our primal roots, you know?
You're right. I agree. I'm not going to wear clothes anymore.
Everyone join me. Let's return to before monkey.
I'm wearing rag, dragging club, and eating meat. Raw.
Oonga
That's it.
boonga.
Live in cave. Throw away all of the modern niceties of the world, you know?
Yeah.
If you like a woman, just rape her. That's what they did in the old days.
Come on, get yourself a slave. You know how it works back then. Come on, guys.
Get yourself a slave.
Like, while we're at it, you know, since he's talking about how things used to be, let's just, come on. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. And thank you to all of our patrons. Anthony Del Toro, Yukari Drip, Pendant Panda, Elizio Diaz, Licking Guitars, Mike Breland, Lydia. Thank you guys so much for being Sigmas and joining the revolution against raw meat eaters. Please join our Patreon, where we have a monthly podcast where we talk about the secrets, the dark secrets of our lives and our past. If you want to know about those,
you'll never believe what you'll find over
there's
on our Patreon.
some dark shit we got.
We talk about the darkest stuff. Darkest stuff.
There's gonna be some drama. We're gonna have some drama by how dark our shit is. So you better go over there. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.